Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com, and this is episode 172 of Photo Critiques. And in this episode, I'm pleased to critique the work of Leon Christiakoff. Leon sent me in some nice shots. This first one, gas tank of the motorcycle, yeah, very well done. The did a nice job of keeping the flash like kind of almost behind this white part, so it's not as obvious. If it was down here, we'd have this big glow. So it was good that it ended up here. Something to work on. It's okay shot though. This here is a very nice composition. One thing I noticed in this shot, see these kind of weird lines? Usually that's because when you exported it, the resolution was too low, and you'll get this kind of weird effect. See, I don't know if you guys could see that in the video. These weird lines, and I don't see that happen in Lightroom a lot. I see that happen a lot with like Paint Shop Pro, and I'm not really sure why it happens. So if you use Paint Shop Pro, I can't really help you. I can't tell you why that happens. If I used Lightroom, just your pixels per inch in Lightroom, make sure that that's at least 72. Maybe even closer to 300, somewhere. But 72 should be fine. I've done that many times. Now I don't know why, if you're using Paint Shop Pro, why it did it, or any other program, tell you the truth, beside Lightroom. I'm not sure why you're getting that effect. Composition though is very nice. I like it. Very nice exposure. It was 8 seconds at f/16 ISO 200, 18 millimeters. A nice shot. This is a pretty cool shot. You do these, I could do this in Photoshop. You would kind of have a sliver of it in focus. You can see all this out of focus up here and down here, and you have this part right where it says the ring in focus. And it's very creative. A lot of times you'll do this with engagement shots. You'll have, or wedding shots. You'd have the two rings together. On something like, something that says these words, about the ring, usually the wedding vows or something like that. That's a really nice shot of the dog. Very well done. Got a lot of noise in the image at ISO 400. Not really sure, but a lot of times we add noise for creative effect. But it's really well done. It's a nice shot. Eyes are a little dark, but it's kind of a creative shot. It's more kind of an art shot. Cropped real in tight to the head. So it's a nice job. This shot's nice. I like the street photography. On this one here though, I would have boosted your ISO and used a smaller aperture, because it looks like your focal point is probably in here somewhere, like maybe around that girl's face, and everything else is pretty blurry. As we're going back, we're out of focus and we can't read these signs. A lot of times in street photography like this, we like to look at detail. The viewer would like to look at the graffiti and would like to look down and see what the signs say as this natural line leads them through the picture. So I would boost ISO in this case and use a smaller aperture so we get some more depth of field. And if you could get it around f8 even, that would be fine. But the composition itself I like. It seems to be a little tilted, a little bit to the right. As you can see, these people aren't straight up and down. They're leaning to the right. So I'm not sure if lens corrections will straighten it out. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So that's more straight up and down. As you can see, this is now straight up and down. So there's before, there's after. So yeah, just straighten it out, and I'd use, like I mentioned, a little smaller aperture to give you a little more depth of field. This is a nice exposure, but whenever we shoot animals, unless we're doing a headshot, we want to get all the animal in the shot. So we got part of the lizard cut out, but you did a real nice job on focus. Perfectly focused on the eyes. That is just absolutely perfect. But on this case here, again, it was f/6.3, and I'm not sure if you did this on purpose, but the head is in perfect focus, but everything else is pretty blurry. So you might have just used some effect to get the head in focus and blurred out everything else, which is fine. But you do need to get the entire lizard in the shot. That would have been a better composition, unless, like I mentioned, you're just shooting the head of the lizard. This is a great shot. This is called an environmental portrait, where you're taking a portrait of someone in their environment doing what they do. And in this case, this guy's got a grinder and he's grinding some metal here. He's working on some type of metal type thing. So it's a metal shot. And it's a really cool shot. Very well done. A great exposure. 1/10 of a second, f of 4, ISO 400. Very limited light. You did a great job. It's very, crisp. Very, very well focused. Nice job. This is a nice shot. We got the that effect again, as you can see, this kind of painterly effect. Now, I don't know if maybe you did that on purpose. I don't know. To get this painterly effect. I know a lot of people who use are into iPhone photography. They use all these different apps to get the painterly effect. So maybe you did something to get this painterly effect. That's your vision. Fine. But you did a nice shot on the composition. I like it a lot. Very nicely exposed. 5 seconds. F is 6.3. ISO 100. It's really well done. This shot I like a lot. I mean, this is kind of more of a minimalist, and we have the leading line of the beach leading us through the shot. We have the 2 people walking on the beach, which I always try to stress that don't be afraid to have people in your landscape shots. It adds scale, it adds some visual interest, and in this case it does. And then our eyes resolve on the city in the background. And then the backdrop, we have a nice sky and nice exposure of the beach. We are getting those kind of weird lines again. You can see them here. And down in here on the beach, these kind of weird color lines. So maybe that's an effect you went for. That's, if that is, your style, fine. Very well done. If not, whatever you're using to develop your photographs, check the resolution on your export. I think that might have something to do with it. It's a perfect timing shot. Very well done. 1/500th of a second froze the dolphins at their apex. It's really well done. Very nice. I think that's the last one. Yep, that's it. Thank you, Leon. Thank you for sharing your work with us. Very interesting shots. I really enjoyed doing your critique, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you guys have any time, go over to my website, anthonymorganti.com. I got all that photography stuff over there. I'm trying to get you to watch. And then if you do, though, have time, and you can, I'd really appreciate it if you went over to YouTube and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is Anthony Morganti. That's it. I'll talk to you guys soon.